Yeah, we had a great quarter. Our total sales were up 6.4%. Our earnings were up 7.2%. And our locally owned stores continue to impress me with a lot of growth, both with the consumer, B2B, and then our omnipresence with our relaunch of our website. So yeah, you're seeing, I think the bifurcation of retail of winners and losers is what exactly you're seeing this quarter.
Where should we look? Home Depot and Lowe's both had better quarters. Are those your big competitors? And if so, what's working within the store that's helping fuel those kind of sales within these do-it-yourself home improvement chains?
Yeah, we duke it out with some pretty impressive, very large companies. Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, all of whom had a very nice quarter. Very good companies. You won't catch me saying anything bad about those folks. We find ourselves in a very different position again, though. I think it's part of that bifurcation story. They're the large box, low price leader, and then we're more of a specialty retailer. So whereas they're more about home renovation, you know, if you're going to pluck down 40 grand on a kitchen remodel and granite countertops, you probably end up there. We're more about home preservation, fix, repair, replace. And what's fueling our growth, all categories are up strongly actually, but paint, power equipment, and outdoor barbecue are really growing nicely. Our barbecue business has a 4-year CAGR of 26%. We continue to pour some fuel into that. So it's been strong. Those two guys had a great quarter as well.
John, we talk a lot about the future of retail being e-commerce and how important it is for the brick and mortar shops to have an e-commerce strategy moving forward and be making investments there. Is that something you find necessary for the future as well?
Absolutely. Like all retailers, we're investing massively in our digital presence. Our online business is up 36% year to date. It continues to fuel a lot of growth. But, you know, for us, it's still very much a relational, people-oriented business, even with the digital investments. The way I think about it is that, you know, the world seems to increasingly be fawning over technical, impersonal, artificial, faceless interaction. And I will tell you, at Ace, we are betting the farm the other way on a timeless principle that we think will hunt forever, which is the notion that human relationships and human connection will always have the potential to stir the soul. And I think that's why still 92% of our online orders are picked up for free at the local store, which is
Do you need a human connection if you're going to buy a light bulb, John?
Not necessarily, but the convenience of swinging by and having free pickup and not have it damaged or sit on your porch all day is a nice benefit, and our local stores protect that. And then you got a human interaction to give that for free. We also do a lot of delivery, but that in-store pickup is really a nice way to get the human connection, even in a very digital world.
Mr. Van Heusen, what percentage of goods in a typical store is imported from China, and are you concerned at all of the prospect of increased tariffs, perhaps on some of those things that are carried in your stores?
Yeah, the local Ace store has access to about 101,000 items that we stock that we can get to them next day. The typical store will have about 30,000 on their shelf. It's about $1.8 billion of inventory within 15 minutes of most of the U.S. households. And the tariff issue is not good for anybody, and we are feeling a bit of that already. We try to swat that away, but you know, you can imagine the number of things in our stores that have steel, and that is impacting cost of goods. I would say we're in the neighborhood of 10 to 15% of our business is being impacted by that.
Do you absorb that, or are you passing it on to the consumer?
It's a three-pronged strategy. We try to swat it away with the supplier. That's what our buying team exists to do, and they're very good at it. In some cases, we just got to absorb it because the retail price is so competitive, and we just eat it. And in other cases, I'd say about a third to half, we end up passing those on right to the consumer, unfortunately.